To factor 2x squared plus 11x minus 40, you'll want to notice that there's no common term that you can pull out at the very beginning. So there's not going to be a number outside of the parentheses, nor is there going to be a letter. There's no variable or number in common. So I can write down my two sets of parentheses then, and then try to figure out what multiplies to 2. Notice the 2 and the 1 are going inside the parentheses, and then how do I get x squared? That would be x times x. The signs have to be opposite to get a negative 40 out, so we'll try plus and minus, but be prepared, you may have to change those up. And then to get 40, there's a couple of options. You have 4 and 10, or 8 and 5, or 2 and 20. Or 1 and 40. So you got a few options. And then even then, instead of 4 and 10, it might be 10 first, then 4. But I know that 4 can't be here, because if I put a 4 here, I can factor out a 2 out of this factor. And I couldn't factor a 2 out at the very beginning. So 410 is not a viable option. And neither would 10-4. 8-5, for that same reason, wouldn't work either, because if I put an 8 here and a 5 over here, 2x plus 8, you can still factor a 2 out of this little factor, which means you should have been able to factor it out of the big one to start with, and we couldn't. So 8-5 is off the table, but not 5-8. So let's try that one, see what happens there. So 5 times 8, positive and negative give me negative 40. Check the middle term. Positive 5x, 2 times negative 8, negative 16. And when you add those up, you get negative 11x, which is a pretty good guess because we had the right absolute value of the number, just not the right sign. So to fix that, all you need to do is switch your signs around. So change your signs to their opposites, and that would be your final answer. Now you can check this by completely foiling this out, and then you should get back the original problem. So if I check, I would FOIL. So 2x times x, 2x times 8, negative 5 times x, and negative 5 times 8. So I get back the 2x squared plus 11x minus 40. Okay, but your final answer is this right here.